Tom Platz, known as the Golden Eagle, is a living legend in bodybuilding, admired not only for his exceptional physique, but also for having developed some of the most impressive legs in the history of the sport. From the age of 9, he was already committed to fitness, embracing this passion with unwavering determination. Over the years, he not only competed in various bodybuilding competitions, but also became one of the most sought-after speakers in the industry. Many may think that his genetics were the main factor behind the development of his iconic legs, but the truth is that Tom faced a surprising challenge, a serious lower back problem that made it difficult for him to perform fundamental exercises like squats. Despite this obstacle, he managed to overcome all limitations and forge not only a legendary physique, but also a career that continues to inspire athletes to this day. In this video, we'll dive into Tom Platz's complete story, his life challenges, and a recent issue the bodybuilder has faced. And if you enjoy this type of content, don't miss the chance to subscribe to the channel. It's free and helps me a lot in continuing to create amazing videos for you. Additionally, for those who want to offer even more support, consider becoming a channel member. It's a small contribution for you, but makes a big difference in keeping the channel active and continuing to bring high-quality information. If you're new here, don't forget to like, hit the notification bell, and share this with your friends. My goal is to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm counting on you to help me get there. Now, let's dive into the video. Tom Platz was born on June 26, 1955, in Oklahoma, United States. At the age of 9, he had his first major push to start weight training and get involved in bodybuilding when he came across a photograph that would change his life forever. The iconic image showed bodybuilder David Draper at the beach, alongside Barry Weeder, holding a crusher and displaying an incredibly strong and toned physique. That scene was etched into Tom's mind, sparking an intense and unshakable passion that would transform his life path. This moment was extraordinary and left a profound and lasting impact on Tom's life, something he describes as the starting point of his journey into the world of bodybuilding. In his own words, Tom recalls, "That photo motivated me in ways I never imagined. It conveyed something deep about the vitality of California, the power of weightlifting, and the achievement of impressive muscles. It was as if I had been called to a higher purpose, almost like a divine calling, just by looking at that image." This experience, which began with a simple glance at a photo, shaped his destiny, leading him to become a bodybuilding legend. Tom thought, "My God, I can't believe this." The vision of bodybuilding in California, with its sculpted muscles and the dominance of weightlifting, brought to Tom's mind the perfect image of iron muscles. From that moment on, at the age of 11, he had already decided what he wanted for his future. His goal was clear. He wanted to be Mr. Universe. But this ambition didn't emerge in isolation. To further solidify his dream, he remembers another episode that changed everything. Tom saw a photo of Arnold Schwarzenegger drinking a protein shake, with arms so defined they seemed to leap off the page. That scene fascinated him in an indescribable way. He was so struck by it that he immediately ran to his father, full of enthusiasm, and declared, "This is what I want to do for a living." His father, understanding his son's passion, offered full support, guiding Tom in the first exercises he performed in their basement. Alongside his two younger brothers, who could barely count at the time, Tom began his path toward becoming a legend. Those basement training sessions are forever etched in Tom's memory. He recalls how his father would count his reps while reading Joe Weider's training manual, helping him understand the fundamentals of bodybuilding. At just 9.5, after dinner, Tom was already lying on the basement floor, practicing bench presses under his father's careful guidance. He remembers the initial frustration, thinking, "I couldn't understand how to do the bench press properly. It was a simple exercise, but I just couldn't get it right." With time and practice, Tom began incorporating other fundamental exercises into his routine, such as barbell curls and deadlifts, essential elements for any aspiring bodybuilder. However, something curious stood out. He avoided training his legs. And this wasn't due to a lack of interest, but because of a medical condition. Tom was born with an adverse condition in his lower back, caused by improper fusion of his vertebrae. As a result, he avoided exercises like squats, fearing it would worsen his condition. This challenge, however, would become another obstacle to overcome. Despite this limitation, he would later become known for having developed some of the most powerful legs in bodybuilding history, proving that with dedication, even adversities can be turned into strengths. Tom also remembers constantly hearing his friends talk about the dangers of squats. They said that this exercise not only harmed your health, but also disproportionately increased the size of the glutes and could cause serious back problems. For many, squats were viewed with skepticism, especially by young bodybuilders at the time. Little did they know that years later, Tom would be remembered precisely for having developed the most impressive legs in bodybuilding history, becoming an icon on the professional competition stage. His legs became his trademark, a true symbol of extreme dedication and unwavering discipline. Tom's evolution as an athlete earned him titles that reflected his unique achievement in the bodybuilding world. He was nicknamed the Father of Quads and Quadzilla, names that highlight the massive impact his muscles had on the sport. His quadriceps were so developed they seemed formidable even by the highest bodybuilding standards of the time. Tom not only overcame the criticisms and prejudice surrounding squats, but made this exercise the key to transforming his legs into a masterpiece that continues to impress to this day. His squat workouts were legendary, with routines so intense that even the most experienced athletes struggled to keep up with him. He defied all limitations and sculpted his body in a way that is still a reference for bodybuilders worldwide. Later on, Tom decided to move to Kansas, already displaying a remarkable physique for his age. After years of intense basement workouts, by the age of 15, he had reached 165 pounds, approximately 75 kilograms, with well-developed chest and back muscles, showcasing his dedication to weight training. One day, determined to follow his passion, he hopped on his motorcycle and rode to a local gym called European Health Spa, hoping to land a job as an instructor. Tom recalls with excitement his conversation with the owner, where he shared his passion for weight training and exercise. Even though he was too young to work legally, his impressive physique and enthusiasm caught the manager's attention. "When we moved to Kansas, I always stood out for being big for my age," Tom recalls. "I was a robust young guy, and by 15, I already weighed around 165 pounds, with a well-developed chest that made it clear I was into bodybuilding." He remembers riding his motorcycle to the spa and applying for the position of instructor. The manager, noticing Tom's potential, saw an opportunity. His contagious enthusiasm and impressive physical form could attract more clients to the gym. And he was right. It didn't take long for Tom's presence to make an impact, and soon the gym saw a significant increase in new clients, all eager to learn more about weight training. Tom, still a teenager, was already beginning to influence and inspire others to follow the path of bodybuilding, showing that his passion wasn't just a phase but something that would shape his career and future in the sport. At 15, Tom Platz was hired as an instructor at European Health Spa, and despite his youth, he quickly earned the respect of the gym's regulars. He began training people and engaging with everyone who walked in, and his natural enthusiasm won him many admirers. During the years he worked there, Tom dedicated himself to learning more about physical training, but one thing was still missing from his routine: leg training. It wasn't until he turned 17 that he truly understood the importance of squats. The change wasn't sudden, but was influenced by experienced lifters who taught him how to perform the movement correctly, something he had previously avoided. His first leg workout was modest, a single set of 10 reps with 95 pounds, around 43 kilograms. At first, Tom didn't enjoy the exercise. "I kind of just did it because I had to," he admits. "Eventually, I worked up to 3 sets of 10 reps, but only because it was leg day." During that time, his leg workouts lasted no more than 15 minutes. Tom didn't feel the same passion for leg training as he did for chest and back workouts, where he put all his energy and effort. Squats, in particular, were something he did out of obligation. In Tom's words, "I never invested the necessary energy into my legs like I did with other parts of my body." At school, this was evident. He was known for having a massive upper body and thin legs, which made him stand out in a not-so-positive way. His leg workouts were short and uninspired, and often, he went to the gym more to socialize with friends than to seriously focus on this muscle group. Over time, however, something began to change. What was once a physical and mental weakness slowly transformed into a personal challenge. The young Tom, who had neglected his legs, started to see the importance of balance between all muscle groups. This awakening occurred when he realized that if he wanted to be an elite bodybuilder, he would need to focus on his legs with the same intensity he applied to his chest and back workouts. It's fascinating to think that years later, Tom's legs, which had once been his most underdeveloped part, would become his greatest strength. He not only transformed his legs into a masterpiece, but also revolutionized the way bodybuilding views quadriceps training. The nickname Quadzilla emerged precisely because of this spectacular evolution. Tom became known as the man with the most impressive legs in the sport, taking squat training to another level. What began as a weakness became his trademark. His focus and determination in leg training turned a body part that many bodybuilders avoided into an obsession. Tom became the model to follow, and to this day, his legs are considered unmatched, a true inspiration for athletes around the world. For the second time, Tom Platz decided to make another move, this time to Detroit, where he joined the renowned Armentos gym. It was there that his legs began to be sculpted and significantly improved, transforming what had once been his weakness into a true physical strength. Armentos gym wasn't just any gym. It was frequented by Olympic weightlifters, experienced athletes who quickly recognized Tom as a young man with enormous potential. They taught him the proper way to train his legs, especially through squats, an essential exercise often neglected by bodybuilders. Among these athletes, training partners became mentors for Tom, helping him refine his squat technique and develop a new mindset about leg training. One of the key influencers in Tom's development was Fred Louie, a Michigan State weightlifter known for his excellence in Olympic lifting. Louie helped Tom understand the importance of ankle flexibility, which is crucial for performing squats effectively. This lesson became a game changer in Tom's training, as he had previously not focused as much on leg development. The impact of this knowledge was immediate, and the Olympic lifters soon noticed Tom's incredible potential. They remarked that he had exceptional genetics for building powerful legs, and time would prove them right. During this period, they noticed a slim yet highly dedicated young man at the gym. This bodybuilder, although lacking the size of other athletes, displayed incredible muscle definition, especially in his quadriceps. This observation was crucial for Tom, who saw an opportunity to learn more about muscle definition. He thought to himself, "This guy really knows what he's doing." That's when he adopted a squat method taught by this colleague, a system that directly contributed to the definition of his quadriceps and other leg muscles. When Tom moved to Los Angeles and began training at local gyms, he was in for a big surprise. He noticed that the squat rack, an essential piece of equipment for his training, was shoved to the back of the gym, barely used. This was strange for someone coming from an environment where squats were the cornerstone of leg training. After training with Olympic lifters in Detroit, Tom knew that the path to building truly impressive legs involved heavy, proper squats. He saw an opportunity to reintroduce leg training with the squat rack, something that had fallen out of favor in gyms at the time. In 1977, Tom began using the squat rack intensely and effectively, and many believe he played a crucial role in bringing back the focus on heavy squats and leg training routines. He not only transformed his own approach to training but also influenced many other bodybuilders of the time, who started to see squats as the key to complete leg development. What was once neglected became an essential exercise, and Tom Platz's legacy as the father of quadriceps began to take shape. He became an icon in bodybuilding, known for having some of the most impressive legs in the history of the sport, all thanks to his dedication and commitment to intense training. When we look at Tom Platz's professional journey, both as a bodybuilder and as a professor and director of a renowned company for over 14 years, it's clear that his dedication was relentless from the beginning. At just 9 years old, Tom began his journey with unwavering passion, turning that interest into a full-time career year after year. He wasn't just a bodybuilder, he was also an academic standout. Tom holds a master's degree in physical fitness science, with degrees in physiology and nutrition from Wayne State University and Michigan State University, as well as a master's in business administration from the University of California. His strong academic background always went hand in hand with his passion for bodybuilding, setting him apart from many athletes. Tom began his competitive journey seriously in 1973 at the Mr. Adonis competition and continued competing as an amateur for 5 more years until he won the 1978 Amateur World Championship in the middleweight category. This was a significant milestone in his career, but it was only the beginning. In 1978, he also completed his academic education and decided to move to California, taking with him just $50 and a big dream. His ambition and dedication pushed him forward, and he soon started to stand out in the world's most prestigious competitions. Although his career was long and full of achievements, Tom never secured first place at the Mr. Olympia, despite often being considered one of the best in his category. Over 9 years of professional competition, he consistently ranked among the top 10 in various major competitions. However, his greatest achievement came in 1981 when he earned third place at the Mr. Olympia, a respectable placement that solidified his position among the bodybuilding greats. Tom always reflected on his journey with pride. Bodybuilding has been my life. Without it, I don't know what I'd be doing. I see bodybuilding as an integral part of my identity. His third-place finish at the 1981 Mr. Olympia was the peak of his competitive career, but Tom's legacy goes far beyond trophies. He inspired generations of bodybuilders with his commitment not only to physical development, but also to the mental discipline that the sport demands. His ability to balance academic study with intense training made him a respected figure in the sport, and his achievements on stage are just one aspect of his broader contribution to the bodybuilding world. The bodybuilding world was taken by surprise when the legendary Tom Platz recently revealed in an Instagram post that he had been diagnosed with Bell's palsy, a temporary condition that paralyzes the muscles of the face. Known for his vibrant and expressive demeanor, Tom appeared with a noticeably drooping face, sparking concern among fans and fellow competitors. He explained that the diagnosis was a wake-up call, possibly related to overtraining, excessive training without proper rest and recovery. This incident served as a reminder to athletes about the importance of balancing training with adequate rest periods to avoid serious health consequences. Bell's palsy is a condition that affects the facial nerves, causing sudden weakness or paralysis on one side of the face. While the exact cause of the condition isn't always clear, it is often linked to viral infections or stress on the facial nerves. Tom explained that he had contracted a stomach virus, which ultimately affected his facial nerves, leading to temporary paralysis. Despite the scare, he remains optimistic and determined to continue sharing his experience as a warning to the fitness community about the importance of listening to the body and prioritizing recovery. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on Tom Platz? Do you think he had the best legs in bodybuilding history? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. And don't forget to share this video with friends who also need to see this content. Oh, and of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell. It really helps spread the word and motivates me to keep bringing you awesome videos like this. We're aiming to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so I'm counting on you to help make it happen.